Hbar family, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Let's waste no more time and take a look at what's happening with the price of Hbar as we are starting off Saturday. So looking across the board, Friday was a very, very exciting day for altcoin market specifically. And again, you can see across the board right now that momentum is actually carrying on as we are going into the weekend. As far as Bitcoin price is concerned, Bitcoin is not seeing like crazy price action, but yet you saw a tremendous day for a lot of altcoins. So this brings the question, what's really going on? Is this the start? I'm going to share my personal thoughts with you guys. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So as we're looking at the price of Hbar, 17.4 cents, up 4.7% on the Bitcoin side of things as well. The valuation 7.45 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at $390 million. But take a look at what's happening with the Bitcoin dominance. And this is, again, I said this in my ICP update. I said this as well as in my Caspa update. This right here is the major catalyst behind this, green day that we did see across the board. Multiple coins up double digits today. And again, slowly but surely, starting to make its way back up to, where it was prior to this major retracement that we did see, at the beginning of November. And so again, not bad, but again, a lot of people are forgetting the fact that yes, it is a very exciting day to the people that are obviously accumulated. We need to keep that in mind. But again, if you still look at it from a monthly time frame, there's still a lot of coins that are in red. That's something we don't want to be forgetting. But the dominance showing a lot of weakness today, and this is exactly what you want to see happening. Bitcoin is a leading indicator, but you did see the dominance, pull down quite sharply over the last 24 hours. They're sitting at 60.5%. So, we actually saw a pullback of 1% for the dominance, while Bitcoin didn't really do anything exciting. Yes, Bitcoin did come up to the $104,000, but again, once again, rejected. We're not in the 23.6. But regardless of that, you still did see the dominance, pull down quite a bit. So what does this really mean? This means that money is going from Bitcoin into altcoins when dominance, drops the way it has. If you're looking at Bitcoin, again, I'm not too optimistic about Bitcoin. Like I said, Bitcoin is still nowhere, near what it needs to be. And the fact that it didn't even get up to the $106,000 should really tell you that Bitcoin is still showing significant weakness, in my opinion. I don't think Bitcoin is showing strength here. So again, there are some people thinking that, hey, you know what, is this a start to the altcoin season? Was this actually the top for the price of Bitcoin, which was October 6th? And now, we're going to see the price of Bitcoin hovering around this key range, but you're going to see the dominance continuing to pull down and giving altcoins, a chance to rally. A lot of people, comparing it to 2017 cycle, 2021 cycle, around the same time frame. Bitcoin had already topped. Then you saw altcoins kind of, pumping into January. So again, is that going to happen this time? Again, timeline. I see what some of these analysts on crypto, Twitter are saying. But with that being said, we need to keep in mind that we did not see in those days major liquidations like we have seen this cycle. We did not see, a lot of positive news. We did not see institutional interest, so on and so forth. But with that said, during these types of times where you do see a lot of altcoins, picking up strength, and if indeed this is, an altcoin season, a mini altcoin season, if you want to call it, you need to zoom out and look at what happened to altcoins late last year, going into January of this year, where we actually still did see good performance. But look what happened after. Altcoins still, even though Bitcoin was, heading towards the upside, Bitcoin was outpacing, the entire market. Altcoins still, had that major retracement. So what I'm trying to get at is lock those profits in when you see those profits. That's what I'm trying to get at. But let's take a look at what's happening with Hbar's price. So if you're looking at Hbar's price, so of course you can see for yourself, I talked about this level here with you guys. So we did not even end up retesting the 15.5 cents price point for Hbar. But look at it for yourself. Just yesterday alone, Hbar's price was sitting at 15.9 cents. It saw a bounce of 13.6%. Very impressive, of course. And obviously, we came up to none other than the 18 cents price point. The 18 cents price point is not something new to us, of course, on this channel. And you can see for yourself that's exactly where we got stopped out. Yes, Bitcoin did see a little bit of a retracement as well after retesting $104,000. But most importantly, H bar resistance did come in the way around the 18.1 cents, and we saw a little bit of a rejection, but it's holding good at 17.5 cents. Hopefully, we'll hold around this because if we were to break out of this 18.2 cents mark, I am projecting 19.2 cents for H bar to be reclaimed. Next, that's about a 10% move towards the upside. So we'll see what happens. Again, obviously, if this is the start to an altcoin season, you again altcoin season, it only makes sense if Bitcoin starts even heading towards the upside and starts consolidating. You can't see Bitcoin seeing major swings left and right, because what is that going to do with the dominance? Dominance is going to pick up in that case. So if Bitcoin goes up, dominance continues to show weakness, and if Bitcoin is stagnant, dominance continues to show weakness. This is going to be a massive catalyst for altcoins, and I think HBAR, projects with this massive utility, a project with an ETF behind it, I think HBAR could start heading back into none other than our good old 61.8 level, and obviously a level that we actually have not been above since early October. And again, getting above here is the main goal right now. I know people want to see the price in the 0.50, people want to see the price in the 38.2, but we don't want to be talking about that. We need to look for confirmations right now, and the confirmation right now is in the 61.8 for us. But that's not going to happen unless we get past these key resistances. So again, I'll keep you guys covered. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys personally think. What are your overall thoughts on this entire market? Move that we did see over the last 24 hours. Share your thoughts in the comments. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX and